Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know that the Democrats, I know how they operate. I know full well what they're doing with this, and I could make a decision. I could ignore it, or I could talk about it and have a little fun with it. Let's talk about it and have a little fun with it. Out in Colorado today, in Denver. And by the way, when you say Denver, all anybody thinks about anymore is Peyton Manning and the Broncos. But Obama's out there today. He's at a fundraiser, and guess who is introducing him? Well-known contraception expert Sandra Fluck is introducing Barack Obama. And so is it coincidental, ladies and gentlemen, that my name would pop up in the drive-by media last night and today? Not in connection to that, just is it ironic or is it coincidental? Let's go to the audio sound bites. Last night, Wolf Blitzer showed the Situation Room on CNN. Wolf Blitzer was speaking with Democrat strategist Donna Brazile about the list of speakers at the Republican. In fact, I was in the library last night. Library, for those of you in Rio Linda, I was in the library last night doing a bunch of things. I always multitask. And I had the television on, but with the sound down. I very seldom watch TV with the sound up because it's irritating. It's just irritating. Unless I'm actually watching a show. But the background, if TV's on, I'm not watching it, I mute it because all sound is irritating to me. It's just it's a factor or a characteristic of a cochlear implant. It's just all noise. All sound is noise. But something made me look up, and Greta, who has, by the way, just extended another invitation to officially appear. You know, I appear on that program every night, but she has asked me to officially appear again. She'll go wherever I want to go to do an interview. So I'm thinking of saying Hawaii. At any rate, I look up. Something makes me look up, and she got breaking news, exciting breaking news. Exclusive. Nowhere else but on Greta Van Susteren. Well, what's this? You seldom see breaking, exciting news of anything at 10 o'clock at night. And then the next guy that came up was the Republican National Committee head honcho, whose name I still don't know how to pronounce. Do you know how to pronounce his name? Reese Priebus. The last name I know. I don't know how to pronounce the phrase. Is it Reese Priebus? No. I'm not trying to show you disrespect. I just don't know. Again, it's a factor of not having heard the name pronounced because I don't have the sound up. So, look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but breaking news, exclusive, and then you see the RNC guy say, it's like what could it possibly be? It was a list of late announced speakers at the Republican convention. No, I wasn't on it. I didn't expect to be on it. I was kind of surprised that was the big exclusive breaking news that is worth stopping everything you're doing to learn. And the names of Scott Walker was one. I forget who else. Anyway, so I'm watching. Then I get in here today, and Cookie sends me the soundbite roster, and here it is. It's Donna Brazile. Last night, Wolf Blitzer on CNN. The question: should Sarah Palin speak at the convention? She was not announced. Should Sarah Palin speak? Well, will that help or hurt Mitt Romney with the election?
She should be given a primetime slot at the convention. After all, she rallies the base like no one else. She may alienate independents and others, but she is part of the Republican fabric. And, it raises the other question. What about Donald Trump? What about Rush Limbaugh? What about all the other crowd pleasers? Think about the last 2 years and what we've been talking about here on TV and what the Republicans. It's Rush Limbaugh who's driving the narrative. It's Donald Trump that, provided so much of the lightning inside the party. So I think Mitt Romney is missing a golden opportunity to bring all his friends and bring them to his wonderful convention.
Yeah, right, Donna. Mitt's missing a great opportunity to bring in all of his friends. Now, you know what they're doing. You know what? See, they think that if Trump and I show up, that it's going to turn off every independent. It's going to turn off every woman. It's going to turn off everybody that has hair. Or that doesn't have hair. It's going to turn off everything. That's what they believe. They live in that world. They really do think they've destroyed my career 12 or 15 times. Even though I'm still here, they think they've done it. Despite the fact that I'm still here with an audience that may be larger than ever. An audience that may be larger than ever. When you factor in all of the ways now people listen. For example, we announced our Rush app for the iPad and the iPhone, and for 2 or 3 days it was the most downloaded app when we announced it. And I don't talk about the app much. And yes, we're still working on the Android version, but the guy working on it took a powder and flew over to Japan over the weekend, and so the work on the Android version has been suspended. Our guy's over in Japan. He took his daughter over for a vacation. And so work on the Android device, which has only been going on a couple of years, has has been suspended for a while. But anyway, you just search Rush Limbaugh in the App Store, and we've got our app right there. So people listening on that, our podcasts, all kinds of Internet Street, plus our radio station, the audience here. But by the way, when I say maybe the largest audience ever, I'm speaking just of radio, because that's what's measured. The other stuff is not. They haven't found official ways to count it. There are ways, but the radio rating people don't do it anyway. So we're larger than ever, but they think they've taken me out. See, they think, the Democrats, Donna Brazil, they think that they have destroyed me outside my audience. They believe that, the bond that I have with all of you is tight and it's unbreakable. But they think that in 24 years they have succeeded in impugning me and discrediting me, all these baseless attacks, and they think that I am a negative. That's why, and they think the same thing about Trump. And that's why Donna said, hey, Mitt, why don't you get all your friends at Rush Limbaugh? Well, he's driving the narrative anyway. I wouldn't say that, folks.